Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Miss Coffee and we are talking about multiplying two-digit by two-digit numbers. I know that can be a little tricky sometimes, but the method that we're going to use is partial product. I think this method breaks things up a little easier, and so we can stay a little more organized. In class, we were doing our first number times the top and our first number times the left, and then we would move over to our second number times the top, second number times the left. You can still do that method. That's perfectly fine. You have the boxes here to fill in your answers and then add them together for your final answer. However, I'm going to show you another method that I think is a little easier. It breaks up our bottom number into its place value. So we look at the ones, and how many ones do we have? 8. So we do 65 times 8. And then we break it up into our tens. How many tens do we have? 5. So then we do 65 times 50, because this is 58, but we already took away the ones. So we have 58. And so that's how we're going to do it. So first we're going to do 8 times 5, because that's our first number here. We go to the top, 8 times 5. That should be pretty easy. We can use our hands for that one. We can count by fives really quickly, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I'm going to put my 0 at the bottom and my 4 at the top, just like if we were writing numbers with pen and paper, which you can certainly do if you need to. Get a piece of paper and do it on paper first and then type your answers in. That might be a little easier too. So then we come down here and we do 6 times 8, because that's our next number. If you don't know 6 times 8 off the top of your head, you can count by 6s or by 8s on your hand. You can sketch it out if you need to, whatever method helps you. Something that helps me is I know we just did 8 times 5 and it was 40. Well, 6 is only one more than 5, so 6 times 8 has to be 48. But we still have this 4 up here that we can't forget about. So we have 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. So I would type in my answer at the bottom, which is 52. So now we know that 65 times 8 is 520. Look at us mathematicians. So that's just the first part of the puzzle. The second part is doing the tens. So now we start with our bottom number, and we are going to do 0 times 5, which is 0. So we did 0 times 5, which we know is 0. Boom, there's our 0. So then we move over. We don't have to do 0 times 6 because we already did our ones over here. So in this spot, we put our 0 down. Every single time there will always be a 0 first. So then we'll move over to our 5, and we're going to do 5 times 5 because we're doing our second number by our top number. So 5 times 5 is 25. We can count by 5s pretty easy. We put our 5 there, our 2 at the top, and now we do 5 times 6, which we can count by 5s and get 30, but we still have 2 more. So our answer is 32. So 65 times 50 is 3,250. Holy smokes. So now what we need to do is add them together. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put my first answer. It is yellow. These boxes are yellow, so they go with the yellow number. So I'm going to do 520. And then I'm going to type my pink number. Pink goes with pink. 3,250. And now we just add like we normally would. So 0 plus 0, 0. 5 plus 2, 7. 5 plus 2, 7. And 3 plus 0 is 3. So our final answer to 65 times 58 is 3,770. So I know that's a little confusing. There are a lot of steps. You can certainly do it either way. You can just stick to this math problem right here and make sure your yellow answers go with your yellow number and your pink go with pink. Or if it's easier for you to break it up, you can certainly do it this way, however you so choose. There are a couple of practice problems for you on here. I know you can do it. I totally believe in you. You are a rock star. If you have any questions, as always, let me know. You can comment on our Google Classroom or you can email me directly. Either way works. You guys are awesome. Love you.